Chapter 6483. Ria curiously browsed the pictures Charlie gave her. These portraits were basically selected by AI. It first presented the facial details of the passengers on the 2 business jets, and then all the Asian passengers going to Spain at other boarding gates. As soon as she opened it, she was stunned by the photos in front of her. All the passengers on the business jets were high-level officials and their families of the Right Army Governor's office. Among them, the 2 Tongji seniors and their families were also among them. She couldn't help asking Charlie, "Mr. Wade, how did you get these photos? All the people on them are core members of the Right Army Governor's office. More than half of them are from the Wu family. There are also 2 Tongji seniors, who is almost the highest level of the Right Army Governor's office except the Grand Governor and General Yuan." Charlie and Duncan looked at each other and couldn't help but smile. It seems that this AI is really amazing. Through the monitoring of the airport, it accurately identified the big move of the Right Army Governor's office. So, Charlie said to her, "Look at the background of these photos. They are all at the airport. These people have left Naples by plane in the past 2 days, and their destination is a city in southern Spain. Do you think they are migrating?" "It's possible." Ria nodded and said, "I heard that the Right Army Governor's office has to change its headquarters every once in a while. If there is an emergency in the meantime, it may be temporarily changed. As for where it will be moved to, I really don't know. Since so many people are going to Spain in a short period of time, it is very likely that the new headquarters is there." After listening, Charlie nodded slightly and said, "Such a large-scale personnel transfer in such a short period of time should be an emergency order. It is very likely because of their defeat in Nigeria this time and your disappearance. So they are worried about exposing the location of the Naples governor's office." After that, Charlie said, "But they probably never dreamed that such an urgent personnel transfer would leak out." Ria couldn't help but exclaim, "Mr. Wade's intelligence efficiency is really amazing. The governor's office has always been cautious. Everyone has many legal identities with different backgrounds. Normal investigations can't find any problems at all. You found it just as it started to move." Charlie smiled slightly. Ria's thinking logic is completely different from Ari. Sometimes people have too strong logical thinking and think of the most direct solution first. It's like solving a math problem of chickens and rabbits in the same cage. Chickens and rabbits are locked in a cage. There are 35 heads and 94 feet. To calculate how many chickens and rabbits there are in total, people always have to find the simplest and most efficient way to calculate it. They have to use a set of algorithms to hit the key points. After finding this method, when you encounter the same problem in the future, they can directly apply that solution to calculate. But Ari doesn't care about you. Ari's computing power is so strong that it doesn't require any skills at all. Chickens and rabbits are locked in a cage. Aren't there 35 heads? There are at most 35 chickens and rabbits in total. So we start with 1 rabbit, and if 1 rabbit is wrong, we count it as 2. It may seem stupid, but relying on powerful computing power, this method can calculate tens of thousands of similar problems in milliseconds. Not to mention 35 heads, even if it is 3.5 million or 35 million heads. For Ari, it is just a workload within 1 millisecond. Therefore, Ari will not stick to the ways and methods that humans rely on. It will just do it hard. With so many airports, with so many passengers, and so much video data, it is a frame-by-frame and pixel-by-pixel analysis. So the breadth of thinking about problems is much broader than that of humans. Now, a large number of members of the Right Army Governor's office have been marked by Ari. In the future, as long as these people appear in Ari's sight, they will be marked out immediately, and no one can escape. So, Charlie asked Ria to continue to identify the appearance of other suspects. Although Ria did not know some of them, she could still judge that they were members of the Right Army Governor's office by relying on her memory. Therefore, at least 80% of the hundreds of people marked by RE were confirmed by her. The remaining 20% was not necessarily a mistake by RE. But it might be that she had not seen those people when she was in the right army governor's office.